Hi everyone, Kathy here. This video is going to show you how I defeated the Phantom on my playthrough in Kingdom Hearts Final Mix for the PlayStation 4. I am going to share with you the strategies that I looked up and used, the main one being the Phantom FAQ provided by Game FAQs by Wireworm. I also watched a video by Missildine Online and another by Soralam1. So, I'm going to go ahead and explain a few things to you and then show my preparations for it. The Phantom Heartless is a Heartless at the Clock Tower, and you need to have Peter Pan in your party because Tinkerbell will be the one to take you there. And the Phantom casts Doom on Peter Pan first. Then, if the Doom finishes, he will die, and the Phantom will cast Doom on the next party member, be it Goofy or Donald who is with you. And then if that party member dies, the Doom will be cast on Sora. So it's a kind of scary, pressured situation if you are not prepared for it. Here are my shortcuts that I'm going to use in case you missed them because that was a pretty quick look. Triangle for Eroga, square for Stopra, and X for Kira. I could have had Kiraga at this point, but I forgot to talk to Aerith a couple of times more in Hollow Bastion at the library. I did talk to her like another 1 or 2 times, but she didn't give it to me until I talked to her still even more. Oh, here I am stocking up on ethers for Goofy and Peter Pan. At this point, I had already given Sora several Mega Ethers and 2 Mega Elixirs. So here I am running through and giving Ethers to both of the other party members. To go back to the Phantom explanation, the Phantom can only be hurt based off of the glowing heart at the bottom of its cloak. White for physical attack magic. White for physical attacks. And then the red means fire, blue means ice, yellow means thunder. And so my teammates, they're only going to be good for giving Sora MP for the magic casting or doing the physical attacks. And you can press triangle to tell them to attack the Phantom. So I made a habit of doing that when I would see the white heart at the bottom. Alright, we are almost done stocking up on ethers here. And then I'm going to double check the abilities and remove any from Peter that uses MP because I do not want him giving ethers to himself. I only want him giving ethers to Sora. And then I will, in a moment, double check on Goofy, but Goofy is already set up to have MP gift. If you do nothing else from any of the strategies that you hear or read on this boss, give Goofy MP gift. And I already have him removed on the abilities that cost MP. I don't think he can even do them because we are flying, but I can't say that with 100% certainty, and may as well be safe. Alright, so Peter's in my party. More saving. I save a lot, like all the time. And then I'm going to remember to also change his equipment. Sora and Goofy already have very strong equipment that mostly boosts their MP. Because we want strong magic for this fight. Alright, so then for Peter, since I don't want him casting magic and he doesn't have an MP gift, I want him to be very strong. As strong as he can be. So I will loan him my Titan Chain and my Golem Chain. So Titan Chain, and then Golem Chain. And this is me just double checking that those are the strongest ones that I have, which they are. More saving. Okay, now we are finally ready, I think, to talk to Tinkerbell. And here we go. Now, I've already explained most of this and the preparations involved, So most of what you're going to hear from me now is just what's happening on the screen. So here's the Phantom. And it is going to cast Doom very, very soon. Not quite yet. I want to make sure I wait. Because I think when I have done this in the past, I have done the stop a moment too soon. So there, I can make sure that the number's over Peter's head before I do it. And here I go. I am not used to casting magic, so you'll notice I'm a little slow on the casting and I have trouble aiming, but I managed to pull it off all the same with all the preparations done for this fight. You do not have to be this high level to do this fight. It just makes it a lot easier, especially with the preparations. And I wanted it to be easier. Now the Phantom hits really hard, even with as strong as my characters are at this point. Which is one of the reasons why I keep my cure on, so that way I can cure very quickly when I will need to. And here I'm pretty quick about putting that stop on because I have had my teammates die on me when I've done this battle before. Alright, and when there's no heart there, you can't hurt the Phantom. So you can use it to take a moment to restop the clock, to cast wind in case that attack that you might have seen right there, the wireworm guy calls it a heat-seeking worm. The Phantom will arch its back a little bit and put the hands near the hood and maybe kind of groan or howl, and these pink things come out and they hurt you very, very hard, very harsh, very hard hit. So casting Aeroga will make them bounce right off. The wireworm guide suggests finding a safe place to hide and even provides a map. So if you want to do it that way, you can. Myself and several other people find it easier to just cast Aeroga. Like that. Thankfully, because of the visual cue, it helps a lot with making sure you have enough time to do that kind of magic. Alright, and here we are attacking it as best we can, telling my teammates to attack when I remember to. Also, when there is no heart down there, if you're not stopping the clock or casting Aeroga, you can also use that moment to pop in an ether or a mega ether or a mega elixir, whatever items you have given yourself to help with this battle. Go and stop the clock. When I have played Kingdom Hearts and before, even though you could switch targets, I would usually just use R1 to lock onto one and then off and then find the next best thing. But you can also switch between targets using L2. And I went to the trouble of making sure I knew that during my playthrough, and so that was very, very helpful during this battle. So if you don't already know how to switch targets, I would suggest familiarizing yourself and learning how to do it regularly. Mega Elixir time. I think that was the first one that I used. I have two. Now, if you're wondering why I have the sound off, it is because when I have made videos about games before on YouTube, I have other companies claiming copyright ownership of the music. Companies that I don't think have ownership of the music, but then neither do I. So even though I might be able to say, hey, this video is okay by fair use, I honestly don't want to. I've had some unfortunate experiences with YouTube that go even beyond that. So Here we go. Pop that right off. And then, oh, we are in grass green now for the health bar, so that's nice. Which means that at this point I think I'm feeling pretty good about my team's chances, especially with Peter still having a 12 over his head. I definitely like that number being as high as it is. I think when I have done this battle in the past, I have waited for the stop to wear off because I don't know how long it lasts. But because I'm so high level here and I have so much MP, even as precious as it is, I felt good about being able to stop as often as I did. So I did. You see right there, my MP was getting pretty low, but Goofy gave me some, so I'm still alright. Thunder. Stop the clock. Attack! And wrong magic. Fire! There you go. A little low on health. I don't remember if I healed since I'm so close to doing it. Yeah, I think I do. Thanks, Mega Elixir. Here we go. Alright, and now we're going to attack again. Thunder. Attack. Deep freeze. Stop the clock. So close. So close to being done. Almost there. Alright. Very close. Here we go. Yeah, we did it. Alright. So then for our trouble, we will see a short movie of the Phantom. Going back, we're going to see the heart come out, and then we will be rewarded with Stop Ga, because I already have Stop Ra. And that's it. The end.